Bruno and Kobe, could they be available?
No, not for this game. They are recovering. I don't think that is going to take a lot of time. I think Kobe is going to return faster than Bruno, but for this game they are out.
Do you know just how long Bruno could be out for?
No, I don't want to say. I have an idea, of course, but let's see.
And just on the Tyus and Harry as well, how are they?
They are still. We are still working with them. They are not available for this one. Let's see for the next one.
You ended up on Sunday playing Lisandro Martinez as a midfield player. You previously said that would only happen in an emergency, which it presumably was. What will you do for these block of games then if Bruno's not going to be available for a little while?
We have other players. We need to maybe try to see different ways of playing. I think Jack Fletcher did a very good job, and that's why we when we have these opportunities, we need to give space to to guys like Jack and the other ones. So we'll find solutions to play.
Are you confident? Because this was a block of fixtures where a lot of people looked at your team and said Manchester United can kind of really kick on, and it's not been like that. You played well at Villa but didn't win. Then there was the Everton-West Ham games. You've got another block of games now where people would have expected you to do well, but now you've lost key players.
I'm confident that we can win any game. Of course, we have some problems, but we need to. I believe in the team, even without many players in this moment. I believe in the team, and I believe we can win any game. Of course, it's more difficult, but I trust in my players, and if we are really focused in the game, we can win.
Just in terms of the young players, if I may, in terms of Jack and Shea, they obviously had a few days now for their debuts both to sink in. So how have they been the last few days, and how do they sit now in your thinking going forward?
Normal. They are normal. They are good kids. The behavior that they have showed during these weeks are really good, but I don't have that feeling that they were a little bit different because I play for Manchester United. No, they are really focused and they are preparing the game, and they believe that they can play, and that is a good feeling. So nothing different that I saw in the last few weeks.
And just as far as Bruno's concerned, given the amount of creativity that he brings to this team and the Premier League, he's created more chances than any other player in the Premier League so far this season as well. How do you replace that? How do you copy that? Or can you?
I think it's impossible to replace Bruno, but I said that in this morning to the team. I think it's we need to take the good thing, if there is a good thing on that a lot of people need to step up. And if you see it's not just the creation, but every set piece is the guy that is organizing sometimes the team, and that is a good opportunity for everyone to step up and to understand that we cannot rely in one player for everything. And sometimes we rely on Bruno in the organization, in the creation. We lost Bruno in set pieces. We lost Brian and Ahmad in set pieces. So this is massive for the team, but it's an opportunity for other players to step up and to show the leadership that we need in the team.
You sort of touched on there, Rúben, about the leadership. Obviously, Bruno has been so crucial to all of that on the pitch. So what do you lose from him? Because you spoke about what you lose ability-wise. What do you lose on the pitch?
Everything. Because again, he understands every position on the field. He pays attention to every detail. Every set pieces, when you have a substitution, is always the guy that is telling the other guys where they should be. And but that is a very good opportunity for guys like Licha, Luke Shaw, all these guys. We need to step up to have more leaders in the group, because this can happen to Bruno. It's not usual, but this can happen. So it's a big opportunity for the other guys.
Manchester United are waiting to find out the extent of an injury suffered by their captain Bruno Fernandes in yesterday's defeat by Aston Villa. He had to come off at half-time at Villa Park with what Rúben Amorim described as a soft tissue injury. Well, just how big a blow will it be for United to be without Fernandes? Well, he's been pretty much ever-present since signing from Sporting in 2020. He's played more games than any other Premier League player in that time.
It's a huge blow. I mean, we've mentioned on this show and every show I think that we do over the years at Manchester United how many players haven't really ever lived up to expectations when they've brought in signing-wise, but he's one of those players that can go up alongside some of the greatest players Manchester United have signed. It's just that he hasn't been part of a great Manchester United team. It probably hinders his maybe legacy at the club or how he's seen in certain people's eyes. But when you look at his numbers, they're absolutely extraordinary, and he will be a huge loss because, as we know, you can never doubt the fella's sort of durability. He's there week in, week out for the team.
It is going to be hard for them in this next few weeks because of what's happening and the circumstances of their two best centre-backs, their best central midfield player, and maybe out for a few weeks. It looked like he'd done his hamstring. And two of their best forwards, Mbeumo and Ahmad, out. So that's going to be challenging for them. But if they can get them back in January, Manchester United can still finish in the top 5. And I will say that, to be fair, because they've turned down or missed 3 or 4 opportunities in the last 3 weeks to get into that top 5. But I do think if they can get those players back and they can stay fit, they can do something. But I think if Rúben Amorim's got to approach it with the way in which he has in this last 5 or 6 days, that system has been tweaked, more than tweaked in the last 5 or 6 days. Manchester United will cause a lot of teams a lot of problems.
He's very durable. They need to find out the reason, because it's certainly not an overload of games, is it? They're not in Europe, not in the Carabao Cup. They've gone Saturday to Saturday or Saturday to Sunday in the Premier League. For me, he must be undertrained because he's used to playing a lot more games, a lot more minutes. So I think they need to step up their training possibly. That's a soft tissue injury. And it's not just 1 week. Hopefully it's not too bad for him. But, you know, he carried on. He hit a crossfield pass. I was watching him very, very closely. It looked like he might run it off, and I was hoping that it would be cramped. He asked someone else to go and take a corner on the left-hand side. Then they equalised. Then he took a corner, so I was thinking possibly, is he going to come back second half? And they must have had a heart in their mouth when they see him not turn up for the second half, the Man United fans. It's a real blow for Manchester United.